Good afternoon, Team USA. Today we have some very exciting developments to share with you in regards to our Speedy Touch project. And as you know, in our kickoff conferences beginning of the year, we talked a lot about Speedy Touch and how this will change the life of us and also our success in the future. And today we had already a great session with one of our colleagues, and yesterday as well as on Friday, which added a new feature to Speedy Touch, and this is the routing system. So far, we have two test groups on Speedy Touch, one in Dallas, or the greater Texas area, SBU of Chris Livonius, and the SBU of Thomas Saak, which is since 2 weeks on Speedy Touch. These colleagues are also the only ones worldwide who are utilizing Speedy Touch with a proactive pre-order selling tool. And we talk about this a little bit, and we have one of our experts here, David, who is already successfully using this tool. And Thomas was here for 2 days where we routed all of our colleagues. Yes. Thomas, why are you not giving us a little bit of brief update on that?
Yeah, I can say I'm really excited about this. 2 weeks ago, I was the first time involved in the Speedy Touch rollout. So we were training sales reps here in the SBU unit in New York and New Jersey on the Speedy Touch tool, and I can say that is really something I never saw before. It's very, very exciting to see that. And as many of you guys know, I'm already 28 years here in sales, but I think this is really a changing tool. This will change the whole sales process for our sales team. So to be part of this was a couple of weeks ago, that was already very interesting. But to be the part of the really routing plan tool over the last couple of days was really setting a new tone. So I would say what we are getting out of this is definitely we are going away from quantity and we are really diving into the quality of this Speedy Touch sales tool. So with that being said, I can say I'm really excited. I'm really pushing here very hard to get my SBU units as soon as possible on this exciting sales tool. Fighting already with IT, fighting already with the Speedy Touch specialists, because I really think this is, again, I would love to have that tool available for my whole sales team up here in the Northeast. I would love to have it yesterday. But again, that's definitely a process to do to make this happen. But over the next few weeks, we will definitely watch how it goes and get as many people on it as we can.
There's something a little bit special to you, SBU, actually, because Mario Weiss last week was here with us and talked with the management team about the routing portion, and we do something a little bit quicker than anticipated. Thomas has 6 pioneers, we call them, the pioneer group, who is on the routing feature, and this will be connect 100% with also the pre-planned tool. And you're using already the pre-planned tool for 2 weeks.
Yes.
David, tell us a little bit about how does the pre-planned tool help you in your daily work?
Well, when we first got Speedy Touch a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, it just showed how much more efficient things are going to be. It makes everything at your fingertips. It gives you tools to remind you about products, about specials. It's all here. You're not looking through different books or handing out different things. You can just show your customer right out of one iPad. Nice and simple. As I said, it's just about efficiency. And it's increased my ability out in the field by 25%.
Okay, let's go a little bit into this, right? You shared with us prior to this little recording that you said that you are writing right now 3 orders before Speedy Touch, is that correct?
Correct.
Now you are using the pre-order tool.
Correct.
How did this make an impact on your close ratio at the customer? How many orders you're writing right now in the last 2 weeks?
6, and it's getting better day by day as I get more comfortable with it too.
Does it have also an impact to your lines?
Yes, increase of lines. It's also increase in quantity, not just an added line, but it's, okay, well, give me 2 cases instead of just 1 case, because it's very interactive. You hand it to your customer, they get involved as well.
Tell me a little bit about, Thomas, I think you have also a question, in regards to when do you do your pre-order?
My pre-order, I do it every morning before I head out on the road. I go through my customers that I'm going to see that day. I set up my pre-orders, and off I go. When I'm done at my customer after my visit, I then send my order and do my visit report right then and there. And it just keeps everything within my day. I don't want to forget about something. It's just done, and I can move on to my next client and not worry or have to sit there and go, wait, okay, I need to do this later. I need to do that later. It's all done right away.
Super. Thank you.
Okay, David, a few months ago we were riding together at the, it was a pre-Speedy Touch time, let's call it this way. So we didn't have the ability to have put a shopping list together in a pre-order way. And I would really like to ask you the question, did you change anything in using your sales tools? Are your sales tools still the same? What did change since Speedy Touch?
Speedy Touch gives you everything at your fingertips, but you still need your catalog. You still need demo products. You still need to have a plan in your mind of what you're going to talk about and what you're going to discuss. It just makes it, again, I keep using the word efficient, and that's really what it does.
Good. And so what are the best way to adding more lines when you use the Speedy Touch in front of your customers? What is influencing the customers at best?
I found it reminds the customer that we have more products. We sold you this a year and a half ago. You bought a case of it. It lasted you 16 months. Well, it's now 18 months. You're out of it. And Speedy Touch then reminds them, because they're not just getting us saying, well, you know what, here's HHSK, you're out, you need more. They're actually seeing a picture of it. We're not just talking about a product, they're actually seeing an actual image on the Speedy Touch.
But you
and
still
that's
use
a reminder.
you
still use your demo
Okay.
items, but maybe an item you don't have with you that you want to remind them about, they're actually going to be able to see it.
Okay. Super. That means it is very easy to handle. You are done when you're home, right?
Yes.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you think about the next day and start pre-ordering again, right? And
Correct.
making pre-orders for the next day, for the next morning. Okay, that means every visit you are doing, you have a pre-order for them.
Correct.
Super.
I think that is really one of the really major points. The advantage of the Speedy Touch is also that you really can, after finishing to be with the customer and enter the order, you are almost done. And then after you're coming home, you don't have to enter the orders again and again and look up item numbers. It's already on the order, and you can really go and spend time with your family, of course.
Yes.
And I think also important is that you have also time to now pre-plan more. You know, instead of putting in the orders first, then do something else, and then start to pre-plan. So now you can almost say it's a smooth process to go into the pre-plan. After you're coming home, or the first thing in the morning when you wake up, you start to pre-plan.
Last question. How do customers feel about it?
They love it.
What do they
I
say?
mean, a few of them were, I had actually one customer take it out of my hands and just started playing with it. And he's into stuff like this and loved it. Absolutely loved it.
I'm excited. Are you excited?
Very.
Me too.
Good. Thank you, Thomas. I hope everybody is also excited. We have rollouts plans in August already. Thomas has volunteered for his region. And then, of course, in September, we are going to the Bay Area and rolling out San Francisco with Speedy Touch. And this will be also the selling part and selling feature with the pre-order already built in. That means, guys, be tuned on that, as well as, of course, the rest of the nation for the rest of the year. October, November, December, the calendar will add up pretty fast, and we will have most of the people in all of its SBUs rolled out with Speedy Touch. These are the news from today. Thank you very much for having the time and spending with us and giving us a short testimonial about Speedy Touch. Thomas, thank you to be here.
Thank you, Marc.
And we wish everybody out there a great day of selling with Speedy Touch or without Speedy Touch. But think about it, a better planned visit is a more successful visit. Wish you a good day and a good night.
Wish them an awesome August.
And a great August and go for achievement. Exactly, Thomas. Thank you very much
Good
for
selling.
that. Okay, good selling. Bye-bye.